so what we basically now we're going to get into complete hands-on, right? Where I want you to run this on your terminals. This will download a library that will have all of the tools that we require. Okay.
Thank you.
The first for what? Thank you. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Oh, there it is. We can just copy and paste it.
Yeah, the command is right there. You can just copy and paste it. What the kind of tools that it would support is Scarb, which is the package manager for Cairo, Starknet Foundry, which is the testing framework for Cairo and Starknet. Then there is a local testnet that's given to you. There's a compiler, a Cairo profiler, Cairo coverage, and like the VS Code extension.
So here's the question: if I'm running this in DOS, it's not working. So I'm okay with the fact that it might run okay in Ubuntu, guys.
Yeah, it will run on Ubuntu only. Like don't use Windows, please.
I should have bought my Ubuntu. I should have realized that, but I'm done. It's okay if it doesn't work. I'll watch. I don't care.
No, I'm like, don't do it on Windows because it's not usually compatible, right?
Oh, no.
And I'm saying like Linux, like a WSL, like do it on WSL, don't do it on your
I
PowerShell.
get it. WSL is
Yeah.
okay,
Windows
guys, don't worry
subsystem
about
for
what
Linux.
WSL is. Does he have an Ubuntu computer? You watch him, I'll watch him.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it then. On my Windows.
No, wait, you have WSL installed?
Just go that page.
Yeah, but I have to get it to call up the
Okay,
Ubuntu.
wait.
It's
Control
WSL.
T. Oh, WSL?
Yeah.
That is something I don't know whether
It's
it
a
works.
Linux
I know,
subsystem.
how do I call it? Like I'm
Oh,
calling
you
it,
just go on your Windows
terminal, yeah.
and then click type Ubuntu.
But I don't have to type WS. It's not just Ubuntu.
No, it's Ubuntu.
Yeah, and then you have to.
Just Ubuntu on the terminal. Yeah.
Or you can just
Maybe right. Okay. Yeah.
You found it?
It's
That is Ubuntu. See, if you click on file, right, and go up, click on file, see it shows you Windows. No. Yeah, now you are.
Right, now I know,
Yes.
exactly. But I think okay.
Yeah.
I usually have to call Windows subsystem Linux and I go.
No,
Okay,
that's
now I know
fine.
this. Okay.
So you
all
run
this
this
is done in Linux.
command, and it will automatically install all of the tools that we need. You don't have to like individually go. Now there are other ways to do this using Docker and stuff, but I'm not going to get into that level of technical advancements just so that we can keep this.
WSL is downloading on my computer. If you want
Perfect.
to download, just put WSL --install.
Yeah.
Only if you have the. Okay, go ahead.
WSL space --install on in the DOS in the command prompt. I've done this before. I just didn't do it on this laptop.
Okay. So.
Oh, you have to install Linux.
Yeah.
You have to do a set up a virtual machine, so it kind of splits your hard drive a little, and then it runs Linux in a small thing. But then it's like a container, right?
Yeah, that's
But there's other
Ubuntu
ways.
and Windows.
Other ways to do containers.
I don't want to crash.
Don't worry.
Not crash.
Well, with your primary computer, don't. Please, I always say don't bring production to this world.
I'm new to this stuff too. When I'm at home, I have like 2 agents running. I give it context before I start. One of it is I'm going to ask you a bunch of retarded questions as we go along. Answer and tell me each time, right? And that cuts the noise out of your head. So anytime it's little things, you can just go boom, go
So-
into that, and then you can really fly through this stuff.
Once you have ran that command, right, all you have to do is carb -- version to basically, and this it should show you this.
Installation complete.
Yeah, and after the installation is complete.
Star hyphen.
Version.
Command not found. Star.
I've
No,
got
you have to
WSL.
restart your terminal.
I got it running. I've got the curl for running.
So
You ran that also, okay? No, but did you run it in the
Inside.
WSL? Okay, inside the Ubuntu. Okay, then
Downloading, scrap, release. Stuff.
yeah. Okay, perfect.
I got up to speed.
Okay, and then you have to type scarb -- version just to verify if the installation was completed properly.
Scarb is running. Downloading Scarb 2.1.
Let it finish.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a slightly older processor.
I am running on 128 GB Intel Core Mac, so your processor has nothing to do with.
Mine is,
2.15.1.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. That's the
Okay,
latest
so
version.
again, what am I doing now? Star.
Hyphen version.
Okay. And what is that before? Nothing, right?
No, that's just my configurations specific for my computer.
Okay, I got, it says carb not found, so what?
You have to restart the terminal.
Okay, so how do I do that? Exit?
Just
We'll just close it.
And then go to WSL.
So you're a CPA.
It says 2.1.5
Yeah, I don't practice.
Cairo Sierra Arc.
Huh?
And I say, good for you, man. Cool. Yeah, and you don't practice anymore.
No. I
You
just
will.
wanted this in here.
Oh, I see.
you're a CA.
Yeah, he's a
You're a
chassis.
CPA. Okay.
So that's why I wanted to wipe code. Then
What can he do by vibe coding?
I have receipts manager running. I'll pass it over completely. Completely running. Receipts manager dot.
This is the backdrop of vibe coding.
It's completely functional. The only thing that it's not doing right now is triple entry. Triple entry on for poly.
Cool.
Mm,
Now this is cool. I'm loving what people are bringing off the shelf, like you said, right? Bringing like
So
non.
first one was Bitcoin ordinals.market. You should have seen me at it 15 days after the passion of ordinals. These guys put into
Really?
getting that up and running, making whiteboard on Bitcoin transactions.
So let me hear your pitch on ordinals later. Okay, I want lunch.
That's all he does.
Yeah, I want to hear what your. I never saw this as a very utilitarian. Like, I need maybe more context on why this is a valuable stream to pay attention to. I just kind of thought of ordinals. I thought it was, frankly, I thought it was a bit gimmicky. But like.
So now you know why they're Bitcoin big. Bitcoin cash, Bitcoin ordinals, Bitcoin.
No, Bitcoin is it, man. Yeah.
So I got Scrap version runner. Checked.
did that go through for you?
Yes, it shows Scrap 2.15.1 and then Cairo 2.15.0 and Sierra and Arc.
Okay, it does. Okay, perfect. Then let's get started. First, the first command would be, so you go in your specific folder that you want to create. I am already in my dev projects, but you can use the command cd, which is change directory, to just on your terminal, right? To create folder, it's mkdir. To change the directory, it's cd. I already did that.
What's the project?
Yeah, what's the project called?
You can call it, I don't know, counter. Yeah,
Okay.
let's just call it a counter app because we're going to build a counter app.
Counter
So
app.
yes, so I'm gonna make their counter test, maybe because I already have one. Yeah. And then cd into counter test, and then we wait. Oh, sorry, I missed. And then I'm gonna press carb in it. So this is going to pop up where you need to, where we are just going to initially start with. Now here's the thing, Starknet Foundry you only need when you're dealing with smart contracts. When you're dealing with just the Cairo language, you can go for Cairo test, okay?
One second.
So right now we just press enter at Starknet Foundry.
No, we press enter at Cairo test because we are going to first get into Cairo programming language.
So I got this, which test runner do you want to set up? And I get Starknet Foundry and none. I don't get Cairo test.
Just press none, that's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now starting. Okay. And sorry, I lost you as you were saying that. I think I'm so sorry.
You can type the command first and then we'll have the conversation.
Thank you. Which test runner do you want to set? Foundry. Got it. No, I don't have Cairo test.
Yeah, that's
choose
none.
Choose none. Go down
That's
to
fine.
none, press enter.
So here's the
Invalid
thing.
character.
Start, what?
Invalid character.
Which character?
In package name, counter test characters must be ASCII lowercase. So
Did you name your folder with a capital letter?
No.
No, it's.
But I used the hyphen.
It's about the hyphen.
I tried to copy you because I figured I just easier to.
It's easier, right?
Yeah.
Which hyphen?
In between counter and test, so I kept it in. You took it out, right?
No, I kept it in only.
Okay, just go
That's
cd
the-
dot dot.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You can
Okay, guys. My fault.
Same thing. Okay, good.
Okay. CD. We're just gonna just go
Okay,
back.
Make another one. Okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
make another
and just create, make their, I'll deal with the
Make,
other one later.
uh,
Just call it counter. I don't think I have any
CD
counter.
dot dot.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And we're gonna do scarb in it,
Counter.
and then we're gonna call Cairo test, and that
Counter.
created the package.
Okay, I'm in.
You can go up and
Yeah, just a
then
second.
how do I do
I'm
that
gonna
one?
open it up.
stop and
And
enter and choose none.
none.
Enter. So you're done.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, after
Okay,
that,
and then you because you are already in your package, right? If I don't know if it is enabled on WSL or not, but code dot, space dot will open up VS Code for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it opened
code
up.
dot-
I mean I configured it way before, so I am not sure. So
yeah,
if
code dot works.
code space dot should open up VS Code for you inside the project folder.
Code dot.
Code
Yeah,
space
COD
dot.
Space dot.
COD.
See,
COD.
code,
Yeah,
code,
yeah, I get
the
that.
code.
Emphasize it twice.
Okay,
So star.
and please verify if you have these folders.
Hold on, hang
I
on.
got scarp toml, I don't have scarp lock.
And I have,
That's fine.
Local host issue, one second. Local host was not found in the list of allowed hosts. Okay, allow. Sorry. Yeah, there. VS.
What is happening?
Sorry, just a minute. Still a little funky. Yeah, I'm into VS Code, I guess.
Okay.
Okay. Now, get it to counter. Okay, good.
Okay, perfect.
Sorry.
Yes, that's fine. So what's happening here is just to explain the file structure right now to you. Scarb.toml is TOML or toml or whatever you want to call it. I usually prefer toml. So scarb.toml is nothing but like your it what
JSON.
package.json.
Yeah.
But package you explain package.json to them now.
Package.json is the file like that you set all the packages that you needed for your application.
Oh, the
On the libraries and
Libraries, dependencies, including the name of the project, everything, all of your information is here, right? About dependencies, there are dependencies, what all you need for your project.
So that's what you're saying. Scarb.to
Yes,
is like this
yes,
JSON. Got it.
is like this package.json, exactly. Now, but the entry point to your project is usually a main file, right?
Yeah.
In any programming language, it's a main file. That main file is under this source, which is called lib.cairo.
but
Right.
I should go to lib dot. I got it. Lib.cairo. Got it.
Yeah.
Hello world.
What?
For me, it's showing hello world.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's
No, you're in the
fine.
wrong file. Yeah, that's it.
What?
No,
That's okay.
it's not on lib.
No, no, it's okay. It was just
How come your lib.cairo is showing?
Because my version is,
Different version.
I am using a different version, so that's why.
Got it.
I'm using an older version than you guys, so that's why. Anyways, so lib.cairo might have hello world, might have some template code, right? Currently in mine, the template code is a Fibonacci series. So all of you know Fibonacci series, right?
Yeah, 1357.
Yes, correct. It's basically how yeah, add the previous number. So this is basically what you would find in any of your lib.cairo, right? The first now usually how the setup works in the real world, that's first thing that I will share with you. In lib.cairo there's nothing but a main function that or modules that you're calling from other files, because you cannot write everything in your main file, right? Even when you establish a React project or anything else, the main file usually is like the table of content, where it is pointing to everything that exists in the project. That's the same structure even for lib.cairo. It does not hold any main, what I'm trying to say is it does not hold the actual content but points toward where the actual content is, right? So most of your projects in real world will have only those pointing towards those or calling those smaller functions or modules or whatever inside the lib.cairo, right? It will not have the actual main function written here, okay? What you are going to now
Sorry, I think maybe you missed this. Where did you get this code?
She has.
that's what I'm using Scarb version 2.11. You guys are using 2.15. Now in your it is showing hello world, I believe. Mod hello world, right? And you might have a hello world.cairo also then,
Oh, I do.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the current structure now, because I should have just updated, but I am actually working on a project that requires Scarb 2.11. That's why I did not. And my computer does not support Docker right now, which is why again. But coming back to our discussion, the what you see right now in your specific systems, right, where you can see in your lib.cairo the only thing that is written is mod hello world, right?
Right.
And then hello world.cairo is the file that this mod is pointing towards. Mod basically stands for module, and it's pointing towards this module that fetch this into the main file, okay? And when you go into hello world.cairo, that's where the the hello world function is written, right?
Yeah.
What's the
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Okay, got it.
Okay, fn basically stands for function.
Yeah.
Functions are nothing but sets of code that basically can be defined to perform any sort of operation, right? Now in this current main function, if you look at my screen specifically, I am calling the Fibonacci function to run for 16, giving it the input of 16, right? That's a function call, that's a function, and then I'm calling, so I can call any, now I'm going to start using the board like an insane person, because see, this fib, right, it's basically the name of the function that I'm going to call, and this is any input that the function requires, right? So we'll first look into the fib function, okay? This fn is a keyword. Now what are keywords in programming languages means? These are like dedicated words defined in the system for specific use cases, right? So this function, this fn is a dedicated word to indicate function to the system's compiler, right? You write fn, then you give this function a name. Here we are giving it fib, right? And then you open up a parameter, like a bracket, and then if you don't need any input, for example, then it's just an empty bracket,
Right.
okay? And you can write whatever you want inside the function, right? Just printing statements or something like that. But in case you need something in, you need to accept an input, right?
Yeah.
That's when you add what inputs you need here, okay?
Yeah.
And this would be, how do you basically initialize these variables, is using the word, now it totally depends. There are two types of variables in in Cairo, right? Mutable variables and immutable variables, right? So a variable by default is immutable. Well, you know what immutable is, right? You cannot change it once you defined it. It's like a constant in other languages. But if you want to be able to iterate on it or change its value, right, then you define it using another keyword called mut. Okay, so mut stands for mutable. Now we are defining mutable n. So n is just the name of the variable, and then that colon determines that you are going to declare the type of the variable, because this is a strongly, now here's the thing, right? This is where strongly typed and loosely typed languages come into the picture. loosely typed languages, the only loosely typed language that that's widely famous is JavaScript. So what do you mean by loosely typed is, let's say, Nitin, explain loosely typed languages.
Maybe more rigid, less rigid, right? Like
It's
rules
not,
have to be very, like,
no, like it doesn't give you an error, it will execute everything, no matter what.
Because the
garbage
structure
it-
of it allows
because
for
it
more.
because it allows
Ambiguity.
you to print without like
Yeah.
defining types.
Yeah.
The compiler has the ability to assume the types. Let's say you declare something like if you say n is equals to 5, right? The compiler will assign a type to this automatically in loosely typed. But in strongly typed languages, you have to assign the type yourself, right? So it's a strong and computations will not happen between like different types if you do not if you don't do type conversions. So that's the main difference. Now here, if you see, you initialize a variable using the keyword mut because you want to mutate it. You write n, you say u32. Now what is u32? U32 is unsigned integer 32.
Why 30?
32 bit. There's actually U8, U32, 64, 128.
I was wondering. And go
Yeah.
ahead.
And so I'm just now gonna pick up my book so that I don't miss anything. So that is basically what it and now U32 is one of the types. It's the most common type that we're going to use for integers, right? U means unsigned, so it basically it will not hold any sign. You cannot. It's unsigned integers for 32 bits. Okay. Now let's say if you want to use signed integers where you're adding negative value and stuff, then you have to use I32, which is literally integers but signed. Okay. Coming to now, if you see n colon u32, that means the type of the variable that the input that we're going to accept is u32. The first line I'm talking about, the fib, where mute n is given, right? Mute n colon u32 is given. This one is what I'm talking about. The input needs to be mutable and of the type u32. Okay, you close this bracket. Now once you close this bracket where function is accepting an input, right? The arrow signifies what is the type of the result. Like what are you returning from this function, right? So it's saying we're again returning another number, which is u32. Okay, that is what it is. And then the curly braces basically opens up the function where we're writing, where we're again, now here you can see you're declaring two more variables, which is let. Let is a keyword again to declare a variable. Okay, you're using let, mute A, mute B, and you are giving them values of 0 and 1 because those are the first two numbers in the Fibonacci series, right? 0 and 1, and then you are running a loop, which is the while loop. Okay, so what you are saying, while the input is not 0, then only you run this loop. If the input is 0, then it will just recursively run, right? So that's the reason you add that condition. You give it the logic to run the what logic you want it to run on. You are also in fact, if you can see here, you are because this is a loop, you are also implementing a temporary variable which will store the value of b, right? Temp stands for like temporary. That's a notion that you can use. Okay, this function entirely is being called there in main. And main also, if you can see, even though main doesn't accept an input, but it is returning a number as an output. That's why the arrow is used and it says u32, right? Then you open up fib of 16. Now 16 is the input you are sending to this number. So you are sending it to the function. That's called a function call. So this is a function, this whole part, right, line 5 to line 15 is function declaration and definition, and that is what a function call is on line 2.
Excellent.
Okay, and this is how you write main functions and functions inside functions.
But this will ultimately output a number.
Yes, because we are saying it's returning a U32.
Just, if you don't mind for a moment, just come back to the top for a second. What was the goal of this is a Fibonacci sequence to determine what?
So
What are we trying to
Fibonacci
say?
series is a, that's the reason I asked in the start if
Yeah.
everybody knew Fibonacci series. So Fibonacci series is just a series of numbers. It starts with 0 and 1, and all you have to do is add the current number to the number behind to get the next number.
God.
It's a series in mathematics. I don't know
Yeah.
why it was
Yeah.
defined.
No,
Not a mathematician,
it's a pattern.
but yeah, exactly. It's a pattern, correct. So to achieve
So
that
this
pattern,
is
we have
right.
written a function, and then we are calling that function, right?
so
It's just an example of how you can achieve mathematical functions, and it's so much easier because before people used to literally add the number before to get the next number. So we're saying, give me the first 16 Fibonacci series numbers, and this function will beautifully run, give you an output. That's it. Now, what's happening below is, this is how you would run a test on that function if everything is working perfectly, right? Mod stands for, again, module, tests, and I'm going to get into this part specifically when we start smart contracts, but currently it's just simple function calling that is declared as tests. Okay?
Okay.
Now, next up, I'm just checking if I missed anything. Okay, so there are a couple of, like I said, we'll talk about the data types. The data types where U32 is a data type, right? The types that you can use for declaring functions. Just a second. Let me just erase this. So before I get into data types, I'm just going to show you the validity proof and how that was working, right? Let me, just give me a second. So there are 3 commands that you will be using very often, which is going to be scarb. One is first to execute the program. You guys can do this two together because you already have a hello world program on your scarb, right? So
we just write scarb and
scarb execute -- print program.
This is back in the terminal, okay, back in Linux.
Yep. Print program output. That's what I wrote, right? Yep.
Need to enter the value.
What?
Need to pass the value.
Did I not write one there?
So what do we type? Scarb and hello? What is it? Hello?
Star light it star execute
No,
and
wait.
it worked for me.
You did scarb execute, but it worked for you. No, I didn't get. What did you say?
Show me the Fibonacci
What do
series.
you type? Scarb execute?
Start,
I think
space,
What did you do?
execute,
Could you show me the code?
space,
This code?
hyphen,
Go down.
print, no space now. After execute, no space.
Okay,
Hyphen,
so-
print, hyphen, program, hyphen, output.
What?
You didn't put execute command, right?
I did. Look at this.
In the code.
Just space that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, scarb.
Yes.
Hyphen,
Just a second.
that's the command.
Execute the
Where did you get that?
I
I can see that.
uh,
Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
No, wait. How did you wait in scarb? Yeah.
square.
under. Wait.
Hey, is this steel? This marker's a bit weird. It's just swapping that. Should work, right?
It's not. That's not working.
It's not working. No.
There's not all of these are working.
Oh, you need two more inches.
No, that one's not working. I can't. It's weird. It sucks. It's kind of. It's okay. I can live with it. I just can't like. I don't know if it's my mouse or this thing. I'm struggling to like.
Oh,
You know, it's a
okay. So that's again 2.7.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
This is the thing. I can't like this.
Yeah, this is wait. This is the reason you guys need to upgrade.
It's optical. So it shouldn't be. Struggling to move between the screens.
Okay. Go to settings. No.
I'm trying.
Move the mouse on the side. Okay. How much settings? And
Mouse.
okay, no. Go to display.
Ooh, look at it working. Compiling and all that.
System.
Executing. Hello world. I just got
put
it
that
running.
to left side. Apply.
Halari,
Yeah.
if you're going to the washroom, what you have to do is go all the way to the elevator. When you look
Basics. Nice.
on the left,
Why did that?
you
why
see
is
a
it
black door.
Because it was just.
Yeah. Open it, go.
So I was confused, right?
So when you reach the elevator, look left. You'll see the washroom door.
Oh shit, dude.
There, it's enable gases spots, right? Now executable, it's
Like,
saying
did you put executable in the big dot there?
where
On
on
top.
top.
First line.
Yeah, I did. I think. Wait. Oh wait, I did not. Sorry.
I think the last step was just hello world, right? You haven't done anything
Yes,
since
yes, you have. Yeah, that was the last step. This is mine not running.
Oh.
Use executable, right? Or just
I'm not like in my program. It's like hashtag square bracket executable. Executable.
It's fascinating mnemonic you have there, my friend. You've put some thought into this, huh?
What?
No, mnemonic is the wrong word. Mental
it's
model.
like this.
Yeah.
Power.
Okay, let me tell you this.
Fascinating, huh?
Nothing of what I do is because I know. I know it works. You know why?
No, wait. I know what to do here.
All this 21 million.
I'm just going to stop this
If
for a
power
second.
doesn't rest on power, if karma or work, it cannot exist. Even what you see in terms of revolution, right from